AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Stef Ackerman is back with us today. I lose the pool on when Steph going to have the baby. She's not had it yet.
Not yet. It feels like it should have happened by now, but there's 2 more months to go.
2 more months. You're moving too well. So you're moving so well. So obviously it's not time yet.
Exactly.
Our conversation this morning brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Starlit Night is almost here.
It's here. It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's the week of. Yeah, we're so excited.
Yeah.
This event has honestly skyrocketed. So last year we had 200 attendees, and this year we increased it to 260. So just from all over. So that's just the attendees, the individuals with special needs. And as we've talked about before, this is a free prom, for individuals with special needs who often haven't gotten to experience that, and we just want to show them that they're loved and cared for.
And it's put on by which church?
So it's put on by Summit Church. That's the manpower really behind it, but honestly, it's a whole community event. Some of the sponsors that invest financially into it: Colonial Toyota and Motor Mart, JS Mack Foundation, InFirst Bank, New Story, TriStar, and First Summit Bank. And so it really is. It takes so many people to actually make this happen. But what we're most excited for is the parade that's going to be happening right outside these doors through Philly Street. Yeah.
So it gets underway. The parade starts moving from where?
And the parade starts moving, so we have them go to Summit Church, which is actually a change this year. So they come to Summit Church, they get checked in, they get parked, and then thankfully we have an amazing community. So the Sheriff Department and the Indiana Borough Police, they help us basically have a parade without shutting down the whole street, you know? And so we have people that will line the streets. We're going to have music, people passing out flags, but and that's for the whole community. And once you just see these attendees with their big smiles out the windows and their names on their cars, I mean, it's just, you want to be a part of it.
All right. And that's where the community comes in, really. Yeah. It's the chance to line Philadelphia Street from wherever, all the way through town. Yeah. And then turning North 7th?
They turn on 6th Street.
On 6th Street.
Yeah, and we say between 6th and 7th, and on actually the Renda side is probably best since they're going that way. You don't want to not be able to see them on the other side of the street. But honestly, if you line up the whole way down, you'll still get to see them. So, yeah, so that's exciting. And it's exciting for all of the folks who are in that little parade. It takes a ton of cars, though. Oh, yeah, it takes a ton of cars. So if there's 255 attendees, there's probably at least 160, 70, 80 cars, We never know, because some of these guys come in limos, and there's obviously more than one person in the car then. Sometimes they've got their own individual car. They'll get the most fancy convertible they can find. It's super, super special.
But do you have folks who their specific task within this whole ministry effort is to make sure there are enough cars and get them all lined up and everything?
Oh, yeah. That's actually Travis's job.
That's Travis?
Travis is part of making sure they're lined up and ready to go and checked in. Now people could donate cars. We didn't really get into that much detail when it came to that. Like if they knew someone, they could donate a car. But as far as making the cars get from A to B, that's Travis.
That's Travis. Well, then you got the best, because he is actually in our traffic department.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's his department.
Wow, I didn't know that before I recruited him.
He's the traffic manager here. See?
Jeez.
You got the perfect guy.
I didn't even know. That's amazing.
So what happens at the prom once they make that parade? And again, folks, we want you to line up on Philadelphia Street to applaud as they go by and wave to them and make them feel really special, because they are very special. Yeah. And then they'll get to Mack Park, and then what happens?
So when they get to Mack Park, they start going around the track of the fairgrounds there, and there's a couple different stations as they're going through. They'll get flowers, they'll get crowns and tiaras, and then right in front of the stage, actually at the grandstands, there's going to be a live band playing. There's essentially a red carpet setup. We have like stanchions and things like that make it look very fancy, and their name is personally announced. So it's like there's two MCs and they're like, and here comes Johnny. Doesn't Johnny look good? And so everyone, even their names are already on the car intentionally. So as they're going around the track, everyone's yelling their name, you know, and they're just like feeling like a superstar.
Sure.
So then they actually go into the fairgrounds and they park. That's one of the changes that we're excited about this year. We used to, I don't know why we did this, but we used to give the food to them through the window, like, hey, here's your food. I think we originally did this because this stemmed from COVID. This was a change from COVID. And so now we're having them park. We give them their main meal. We serve the food to them. But there is just like, when they park and then come over to the main area of the fairgrounds, it's just beautiful chaos. It's like we call it like a carnival wedding type feel. You know, there's snow cones, there's cotton candy, there's soft pretzels, there's temporary tattoos, balloon art. There's going to be apparently little baby goats with tutus and bow ties.
Well, why not?
Yeah, why not? Just throw it in. That's one of the beautiful things about this event. You can do something really strange and be like, well, it's Starlit Night.
Seems to fit.
Yeah. So honestly, what I'm most excited about is the attendees. All they care about is dancing. Honestly, we could probably get away with not doing temporary tattoos and all the balloon art and things like that. They just want to go. They just want to dance. They just want to shine. Yeah. And then the final grand finale is fireworks. So yeah, that's what kind of ends the night. So.
You know, it's interesting because when you began it just a couple of years ago, it was a one-of-a-kind experience. They'd never experienced things like this before.
Yeah.
Now it's probably something that they say, I can't wait for it to happen again.
Yes. In fact, we're giving the save the dates out at the end of the event so they make sure that they know when next year's is, because they are... There's a few attendees that attend Summit Church, and they're always immediately after, when is next year? When is next year? You know, it could be November, and they're like, "What? Oh, I'm excited for Starlit Night," you know, and it's not till June. It's
now
pretty...
when you're getting the word out. Are there specific agencies that you target that deal with special needs folks?
Exactly. Yeah, we contact all of those agencies. We tell them, "Hey, here's the time frame to register is the same, pretty like every year, March 1st to April 15th." But we contact them ahead of time. We want to let you know this is coming up again, and so we contact them. We've got a whole list and people that help us with that. And then social media is one of our big ways to just kind of spread the word. And then we also mail out save the dates or reminders to everyone that registered the previous year before.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So it's a big night. It is Starlit Night. It's coming up this
Friday.
Yeah. 5:30 is when the parade moves out.
Exactly. That's whenever you can line the streets, and that's we want to fill the streets. Honestly, we want to, because it's a community thing, so we want everyone to experience it. Yeah.
It becomes a huge community event, and you'll feel good about it, and most importantly, the guys and the gals in the parade, they're going to feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Terrific stuff. Can't wait for something like this to happen every year. It's one of the great events that happens in downtown Indiana. So the task for everybody listening this morning is come on out to Philadelphia Street. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, all you got to do. Come cheer. If you want to bring noisemakers, obviously you can. But like I said, we're going to have people. We're going to have music. We're going to be handing out some flags that people can wave. But above all, we want to show our support to these attendees. So
good things. Stef, thanks so much.
Thank you.
2 months. August 10th. You'll let us know. Won't you?
I think I'll let you know. Okay. Maybe a little bit after it happens.
Okay. We don't have to be first on the list. We have to be on the list, but not
maybe
first.
Just bring the baby on
the
next.
There you go. That would work too. Wonderful. Hey, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. I think it's hilarious. They put Trav in charge of traffic, and he's our traffic manager. It's 20 minutes after 9. Hey, Aaron Rial has this morning's Money Matters report.
Apple CEO Tim Cook says the tech giant is bringing AI to its iPhone, Mac, and other products.
Today, we're going to have some incredible updates to our platforms. And I'm excited that we'll introduce profound new intelligence capabilities.
Using Apple Intelligence, the company said it wants to use existing generative AI tools already on the market, but make them personalized for Apple users. Speaking at the annual Worldwide Developers Conference on Monday, Cook said Apple's priority is to make it intuitive and easy to use while also being grounded in your personal context. That includes individuals' personal routines, relationships, and communications. Things could get interesting with the Fed today. Tammy Trujillo explains.
That's when the Federal Reserve kicks off a two-day meeting. An announcement on interest rates plus a press conference with Fed Chairman Jerome Powell follows on Wednesday. Friday's higher than expected monthly jobs report poured cold water on most thoughts of a possible rate cut at this point. Weekly jobless claims, they're due out on Thursday along with the Producer Price Index. The week wraps up Friday with preliminary data on consumer sentiment.
California Governor Gavin Newsom disputing a story in the New York Post about fast food workers in his state. According to the Post, 10,000 jobs have been cut in the industry since California instituted a $20 per hour minimum wage. Newsom contends that 4,500 jobs have been added, citing the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Newsom called the article inaccurate, but did not provide data to back up his claim. The Bureau of Labor Statistics does note that California's 5.3% unemployment rate is the highest in the nation. And Wall Street closed slightly higher yesterday ahead of this week's Federal Reserve decision on interest rates. Investors are also looking ahead to Wednesday's release of the Consumer Price Index for May. At the closing bell, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 69 points to 38,868. The S&P 500 added 13 points to 5360. The Nasdaq rose 59 points to finish the day at 17,192. Consumer and business news, Mark Mayfield, NBC News Radio.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. 922, Boomer Sports coming up in just a couple of moments. Just got this in from State Police just moments ago, seconds ago, from the State Police here based in Indiana. They are on the lookout, seeking to identify a suspect in a retail theft that happened at the JCPenney store in the Indiana Mall at about 12 o'clock on June the 4th, which was, it was a week ago. A woman concealed 9 items of clothing valued at $246 in the purse that she was carrying, failed to pay for the merchandise. She's described as a white, non-Hispanic female, possible blonde hair, observed on video surveillance wearing a tie-dye shirt that says Hershey, along with shorts and sandals. Also observed carrying a crossbody-style purse. You could call Trooper Shea at 357-1960. So State Police, 357-1960, ask for Trooper Shea. And we're going to get the picture that they sent, which is a pretty clear picture. We're going to get it posted with this news story at our website, WCCSradio.com, and on our Facebook page as well. All right, so help State Police in their investigation of that incident. It is Indiana in the Morning. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Coming up in our next half hour, a visit with Al Lockhart, who is the Executive Director of the Indiana County Veterans Affairs Office, and he's going to tell us about the dedication coming up for the Veterans Wall extension right across the street at the Indiana County Courthouse. And my understanding is that he very well might have with him his replacement, as Al will be retiring and is going to, I understand, have his replacement with him. 24 minutes after 9 o'clock, it's Indiana in the Morning, and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. I'm not promising that Al will have his replacement with him, but we're hoping that we can make that happen. All right, it is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. We're on our way today to 69 degrees under partly sunny skies in downtown Indiana right now. Still having some difficulty climbing up out of the 50s. It is 58 degrees. Won't have to worry about that come the weekend. Temperature is going to be, well, by Sunday in the upper 80s and then in the 90s to start next week. Wow. 25 after 9, it's Indiana in the Morning. It's WCCS Boomer Sports, brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.
May is Military Appreciation Month, celebrating those who are currently serving in the United States military. S&T Bank salutes our military members and wants to thank you for your service. You serve our country, let S&T Bank serve you. With S&T's Armed Forces account featuring no minimum balances or maintenance fees. Plus, free ATMs, checks, and money orders. For more information, stop by a local branch. Visit stbank.com or call 800-325-2265. S&T Bank, member FDIC.
This is Bart Winkler with a Sports Minute sponsored by Relief Factor, the natural way to reduce or even eliminate pain. Huge swing and a miss by the Lakers for not convincing Dan Hurley to leave UConn. This had to be a chance you took only if you knew you were going to stick the landing. Now for the Lakers, what is it, back to J.J. Redick? Redick already has no coaching experience and would have been a questionable hire to begin with. Now because of the Hurley courtship, any Redick tenure would be compared to the Hurley one that never happened, which doesn't set him or the Lakers up for success. I'm Bart Winkler.
They say health is wealth, and I could not agree more. That's why if you or somebody in your life is living with everyday aches and pains, I want to tell you about Relief Factor. And I'm telling you, I can feel the difference. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that helps fight pain naturally. Naturally. Now that's a big deal. Developed by doctors. Relief Factor's unique formula of ingredients all work together to help support your body's response to inflammation. Instead of masking pain for a couple of hours, Relief Factor actually helps reduce or even eliminate your pain for good. Whether it's neck, back, joint, or muscle pain, if you're looking to feel better, live better, give Relief Factor a try. In 3 weeks, you will know if it's working because you'll feel it. For instance, I was sent Relief Factor to try, and I've been taking it every single day. I'll tell you what, I feel the difference every day. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Save on your first order. Don't let pain tell you how to live. Fight back naturally with Relief Factor. These products and statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
There is a new tool at the Indiana Regional Medical Center to help diagnose heart disease. It's called CT-derived fractional flow reserve, a very long name for a very helpful test that provides the highest non-invasive accuracy available to detect potential obstructions in your blood flow. Cardiologist Dr. Patrick Hickel says finding a problem early could help you manage it and avoid a major cardiac emergency.
The good news is we have excellent medications now, better than we've ever had. And it's rare for us to have a cardiac patient where we don't have proven scientific medications that are going to help prevent cardiac events and even extend people's lives.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death for adults in the United States. So get out ahead of it. See your primary care physician regularly, and rest assured IRMC Cardiology is always here for you. IRMC. Better health, better life.
I am a father.
I am a mentor.
I am a wife.
I am an artist.
I am a husband.
I am a friend.
I am a sports fan.
I am your neighbor.
I am a member of your church.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am a police officer.
Support your local law enforcement officials. Sponsored by the Pennsylvania Fraternal Order of Police. Visit partnersinpublicsafety.com.
Are you ready for the biggest, brightest, and most